Renown is a competitive fantasy card game for 2 to 4 players. In this game, you become a unique personality in the town of Gloria's Landing. Your goal is to gain more renown than anyone else by staying ahead of your rivals. You will gain followers, complete quests, and survive catastrophes on your way to fame and power. To win, be the first player to succeed at a quest while at 20 renown. To begin setup, each player chooses a personality card. These personalities represent the characters who you will be playing as and stay with you for the whole game. Personalities have powers and abilities which will change how each one functions. Most personalities have 2 sides. They begin play on their base side and flip to their prestige side when you reach 10 renown. The prestige side has new or upgraded powers. If a personality flips to their prestige side, they cannot be flipped back for any reason. Next, place the town square starting location in the centre of the table. A starting location states the core rules of the game you are playing. Town square cannot leave play or become exhausted for any reason. Under Gloria's Landing rules, a player's maximum number of followers is equal to the number of established locations in town. Now, shuffle the town deck, deal 5 cards to each player, and place the rest within reach. Leave a space next to the deck for a discard pile. The town deck contains the actions, followers, and locations that represent the town of Gloria's Landing. Remove the 6 red border catastrophe cards from the quest deck and set them aside. Shuffle the quest deck and lay out 3 quests face up. Then, shuffle the catastrophes back into the remaining deck and place the quests deck above the quests. On your turn, you'll move through 2 phases. You begin by carousing, where you establish and employ locations, play actions and followers, and use personality or follower powers. After carousing, you may choose to go questing, where your personality and followers can form a party and attempt a face-up quest. During carousing, begin by refreshing any locations in play and your own personality and follower cards. If a card is exhausted, it is indicated by being turned sideways. Refreshing the card turns it upright, indicating it is now ready for use. After everything is refreshed, you may play cards, activate powers, and prepare for questing. Personalities, followers, and locations often feature unique powers. Personality and follower powers may be used at any time, unless otherwise stated. Powers are indicated by 2 symbols: exhaust, which is represented by a moon, and active, which is represented by a sun. If a personality, follower, or location uses a power featuring the moon symbol, the card is rotated to the right to indicate it is exhausted. The sun symbol indicates that the card has an active power. These powers are triggered or happen at specified times as stated on the card. Always make sure to declare when you are using an active power. Locations form the heart of the town. The town square is the starting location, but as the game goes on, players can establish more to expand Gloria's Landing and their influence. Establishing a location means placing it into play around the town square for everyone to have access to. However, locations do give a benefit to the player who establishes them as stated. Remember, there are only ever 5 available plots of land around the town square, so if the area is full, no more locations may be played until something changes. Employing a location means using its powers. These powers may only be used during your own carousing phase. Locations provide powers, increase the follower limit, and their careful use is the key to staying ahead. Gaining renown means recruiting the right followers. To recruit a follower, place the card face up in front of you. Followers have attributes necessary for quests as shown by the attribute symbols. These symbols are called arms, coin, holy, magic, and wild. Followers may also do something when played, or possess powers to use. Your followers will stay in play until something happens to them. The follower limit equals the number of locations currently in play, and players may not play followers over this limit. If a location leaves play and a player has more followers than they should, a follower immediately revolts. If a follower revolts, they are placed on the bottom of the town deck. We will talk more about this when we get to the honourable and dishonourable effects shortly. The starting location always counts as one location. Action cards represent significant deeds performed around town. They can be used at any time unless otherwise specified. Actions are placed in the town deck discard pile after use. As a note, there are a few action cards, such as Nailed Down, that attach to another card. When this happens, just place it under the card like so. When you are done carousing, you move onto questing. However, before we cover that, let's touch on honourable and dishonourable cards. The path to renown will sometimes involve noble acts or underhanded tactics. Some cards are considered either honourable or dishonourable. These cards are indicated by the colour of their border and contain these symbols. Honourable followers cannot employ dishonourable locations, and if you do any of the following, play a dishonourable action, employ a dishonourable location, or use a dishonourable follower's exhaust power, and you have any honourable followers after doing so, you must choose one of them to revolt. The follower returns to town where they can come back at a later time by being placed face down on the bottom of the town deck. We will talk about dishonourable quests and their effects at the end of questing. There must always be 3 face-up quests. If there are not, reveal one from the top of the quest deck. When you begin questing, you may choose to attempt a face-up quest. It's important to note that if a catastrophe card is face-up, that quest must be done before any others may be attempted. Catastrophes are dangerous quests that have an effect on the game state, so make sure to read them carefully. Questing requires a formidable group. Each turn, decide if your personality and or any followers will attempt a quest and form a party. Choose which followers will go and place them in front of the quest to indicate an attempt. After your choices are made, all players may use their cards to influence the outcome. Followers who are exhausted remain behind and cannot participate in the quest. Once all players have acted, exhaust any personalities or followers who went questing, and then determine if you've achieved victory or suffered defeat. To decide this, look at the attributes displayed in the centre of the quest card. The party who attempts the quest must match or exceed these attributes with your personality, followers, and actions. If you are victorious, gain or pay any renown and receive any other rewards. Then place the quest card in the quest discard pile. If you are defeated, lose any renown and suffer the defeat consequences. The quest remains in play for others to attempt. You may only attempt one quest per turn unless a card states otherwise. Some quests may be honourable or dishonourable. Honourable followers cannot attempt dishonourable quests, while dishonourable followers may still attempt honourable quests. Successfully completing a dishonourable quest causes all of your honourable followers to revolt. After questing, your turn ends. At the end of your turn, you draw a card and play proceeds clockwise. As stated at the start of the video, play continues until a player successfully completes a quest while at 20 renown. And that's it! The game continues around the table with rivals battling it out to see who can reach 20 renown first and then prove themselves the better than their rivals. To download the full rulebook for yourself, head to stonehomegames.com. Thanks for watching and see you in the Stonehome.